I finished season 2 yesterday. Like I said, I was already watching season 2 while I was recording the video, the last one you saw. So season 2 of Game of Thrones, I have finished. I will start with season 3 today, I think. Maybe, I hope. It depends on my brother. So, here's my reaction and my impression, my summary, my whatever, after season 2 of Game of Thrones. It was very interesting watching season 2, because as I said in the first video, I was not that excited continuing with the series, because season 1 didn't excite me that much, and it was not like I was so hyped for further stories and further continuation of the characters. But when I watched season 2, you know, it changed a little bit, because a lot of new characters came and some characters were not that present. So I was very glad that Jon Snow did not have a big role in season 2. I thought that he was very much present in season 1. In season 2, I mean, he was there, but it's not like he was the main character or something. Still very sad that Daenerys didn't get that much screen time, but especially in the last few episodes, it was really like, I think, the most we got to see from her so far. Everything in this city, which name I don't know. I think it was something like Tarth? I don't know. As I said in the first video, Joffrey is a character I like as a character, but not like as a person, because I like difficult and strange and different characters that are not doing what a good character, a hero or something would do. I like these characters that are a little bit off. So Joffrey is still a character I like, but not a person I like, you know, like I said, blah 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 blah. In season 2 it continued like that, you know, he didn't change very much, so I enjoyed watching everything with him. I was very surprised about... So Cersei really changed, I think, from season 1 to season 2 over the course of season 2, especially in the last few episodes, in the... not the season finale, but the episode before that. She really showed a different side of her when she wanted to kill her son in protection of everybody, of Stannis. That was very interesting, and also her crying over watching her daughter go away because Tyrion sent her away and stuff like that. It was interesting seeing an emotional side of her, because so far she's been that strong woman without any emotion really, and now she has shown that she is a real person, and that's very interesting, and I'm very interested in watching her story arc go on, because she's one of my favorites, not as a person, but as a character. Yeah. A character I was very surprised by is Tywin, the father of Cersei and the father of Tyrion and the father of Jaime. I like him a lot. Everything with him and Arya was very fun to look at and very fun to watch, and you know, you have your theories, and I think that he knew that Arya was Arya, but he was treating her like a not a normal girl, but a just like a normal kid, kind of, in a way that she is helping him and serving him and stuff like that. But it was very cool, and I really like their chemistry, and I think that he's kind of like a father figure. He took that place for Arya. So yeah, he's a character I'm also very interested in. But that's how it is, you know. There are many favorite characters and there are many hated characters, I think. So Arya, she continued being a very cool character, and I can't wait to see her grow up, because it's just common knowledge that she will live on till season 8, because you just get spoiled by marketing and stuff like that, you know. I don't look at it intentionally, and I don't want to be spoiled by stuff like that, but you just experience it somewhere and just hear something or something like that, or see it on Twitter, and you know, I try to avoid everything about season 8 because I want to enjoy it fully in its entirety, but it's not always possible, so okay. But I just can't wait to see her grow up and experience more things, and also her French, and it's not a real friendship, but with the other ones. What was his name? You know, the two boys. She got rescued by, not rescued, but she escaped with them in the end. That was very interesting. And I hope that there is not something like, I mean, she's very young, and I hope that she doesn't have a love interest or anything like that, because it would be weird watching a 11-year-old girl, or whatever her age is. But yeah, I like their chemistry and how they interacted with each other, and that she took them with her, although she didn't have to. So it shows what a great character she is. Yeah, I don't know, it's just, it's great. Theon Greyjoy is just like the biggest asshole, and I don't want to say more. I mean, he's an asshole like Joffrey, but even more, and I hope that he's dying soon, and I can't wait to watch him die, because, I don't know, he's just, how can anybody like him? And I hope that there is not one person out there who likes him. It would be so strange. A person I didn't want to see dying was names Renly Baratheon. I was so shocked when he died. I just didn't expect it, and when Stannis, this witch or something, she's very weird, the Red Lady. When she gave birth to this shadow-like figure, I was so, not scared, but it was creepy as fuck. And then, all of a sudden, he gets stabbed by it. And I was sitting there like, no, what, no, what? Because I couldn't, it was so, no. I really liked the character, and I really wanted to see more of him, and I was just like sitting there and, whoa, what is happening? No, you can't do this! Because I really liked him. A character that is connected, and not related, but connected to Renly is Brienne of Tarth. And I love her. Oh my god, she's so great. First of all, I like the actress. Gwendolyn Christie is a great actress, and I really like her as a person. And then also the character is very... you know, these videos, you can call them very interesting, because everything I say is just like, yeah, I like this character because it's so interesting. I like this story arc because it's so interesting. But so much in this series is very interesting. So, she's a cool character. Not a very fleshed out character so far, you know, she just wants to serve Lady Stark now. I already finished season 3 by that point, recording this video. You know, I'm always one season ahead, so it's hard to remember what happened in the last season. I think I briefly talked about Jon Snow and his whole story arc with the wildlings on the other side of the wall and stuff like that. It's not that very... There's a lot to learn, and there's some very not... I try to avoid the word. I try to avoid the word interesting because I use it so much. But yeah, everything with Jon is okay. It's not that I'm like really excited when he comes on screen. I'm not annoyed, but I'm just, yeah, okay, there's better stuff, and that is basically Daenerys Targaryen and everything that happens in King's Landing. That's just the coolest part of the series so far. To see all of the political stuff in King's Landing, you know, engage with the public and, yeah, stuff like that. I don't want to talk too much because I know what was the ending of season 2, but I don't know anything in between what happened in season 3 and season 2, so I have to be careful with my words because I don't, you know, I want to keep these videos separate of each other. Is the character played by Natalie Dormer, and I don't know her character's name. She is Lady Magre, Lady Magre, and she is a badass. I really like her. She's so cool and so tough, and especially in season 3, but I don't want to talk about that. I like her. I really like her. And when she was, you know, there was this scene in the tent between her and Renly when they were talking like, yeah, we're married, and everybody is kind of curious because I'm not pregnant and I'm still a virgin because, you know, you're gay. So what are we doing? And he was like, yeah, I'll make you a baby. That didn't work out, and she was just like, should I bring my brother in? It was such a fun scene, but at the same time very interesting to watch, because she was very supportive of him and not like judging or anything or hating him because he was gay. She was very tolerant in that situation. Like, yeah, maybe my brother can warm you up and you can make me the baby. It's cool. I really like her attitude and her positive look on everything. And yeah, again, similar to the first season, the last 2 episodes were the best ones of the season. It had a good start, I think. It was really, because I think it was directly starting where season 1 ended, if I'm not completely wrong right now. But it had a very, these last 2 episodes were really, that's where the action came in, you know. There was a big battle at, not the big battle, but a battle at King's Landing, where Stannis was attacking the city. You know, Stannis and his Red Lady, I hate them so much, and I just, I want that they're dying very fast, because I can't keep watching them. Tyrion got a scar in his face. What I have to say is I really like the chemistry between him and Shay. So Daenerys has her dragons right now. Very cool. You have the end with Samwell being, you know, in the north. Encountering many White Walkers, and that was a hell of an ending, you know, because that's a cliffhanger and you want to continue, and I continued, and yeah, that's it for season 2. Did I talk about it? Like Arya with the man who can change his face, that was also, I think, at the end of season, was it at the end of season 2 or at the beginning of season 3? I don't know. The man who can change his face and who all of the time, who killed everybody if Arya wanted it. That was, oh, I loved it. I really loved it. It was great.